And pay attention to where your pause is now. There's often or potential pause between the inhale and a pause between the exhale. And just pay attention to what you're doing and your body's own unique pattern. So where are your pauses? Is anybody pausing at the end of the inhale more than anybody pause at the end of the exhale? Exactly. Isn't that interesting?
Why do I do that?
I don't know. I don't know. In fact, it's so fascinating that there are systems that teach pausing at the end of the exhale. But this system does not. This system teaches training, no pause at the end of the exhale, no pause at the end of the inhale. Now, and we think of it as a Ferris wheel. Some clients think of it as a figure 8, that your body uses the momentum to come up the other direction, inhale or exhale. And it doesn't matter. It becomes more subtle, just like when you're going around the Ferris wheel and you're kind of, your little sleigh or whatever you call it, is kind of swinging, and then you get to the top, and it ever shifts different in the way the weight is distributed, and then it comes down. But there's really no pause. It feels smoother and subtler at the end of the inhale and end of the exhale, but you take it right into the next part of the breath. And this system, which I follow religiously, the reason I like that, and now that I've got the research to back it up, what does that pause do to your heart? If your heart rate and rhythmicity is directly related to your respiration, what happens to your heart when you hold your breath? Not so good. Not so good. That would be like the bass player, the drummer stopped playing, and these guys are just supposed to they don't do it. They follow the drummer. So you can use your respiration to help your heart. That's just, what is your heart supposed to do when we hold our breath? And if we're holding our breath all day long, depending upon what's going on, or whatever our pattern is, what is the heart supposed to do? How is it supposed to breathe? How is the heart supposed to keep pumping religiously, without stop, without unevenness, getting rid of the garbage and taking in the oxygen? This is a stunning help to the heart. If you've ever played music with other people, you know what it's like to have a bad bass line or a bad drummer. Wow, nobody can keep the rhythm. And if you regulate this in just those 10 minutes, your heart will thank you. Even if I'm just making this up and this is totally ridiculous and that research is completely wrong, something is right about it. What is the heart supposed to do when we pause? So the better you get training this thing we can consciously shift, then your heart can take a vacation. It doesn't have to drag all the other systems with it. Your respiration will pull it through, and the heart can rest easy, because then it doesn't have to do all the work. It's doing enough work as it is without having to hold down the rhythm too, where your respiration can help your heart. So that's why I like this system. I've read all kinds of studies and breathing practices where they pause intentionally, and usually it's at the end of the exhale, which I think is just a bad habit. So try these other things, but just for the fun of it, try this practice too. And if over time, check out with your heart. Either your doctor and checking your blood pressure, checking the rhythmicity of your heart. These are easy things to do, or just tune into your body. Does it feel better? After you've broken the old habit, does it feel better? At first, it won't feel better. Whenever we start a new pattern, it just feels weird. There's just no doubt about it. And the rightest thing can feel like it's wrong at first. But play with these habits. Play with this pattern, and it'll be quite revealing. If nothing else, you'll get to know more about your own body, so that if you're in a stressed environment, a situation that would normally grab your heart and make your heart beat funny, you'll feel it. This will help your body talk to you. This will help you talk to your body, so that you can give it what it needs to give you the ultimate health. Oh, that was the point. Oh, and that's not even the point. That's not even the good stuff. So when you do modulate, yeah, this is the point of this. If you do make your rhythms smooth and even, there are 3 benefits. Reducing inflammation in the body. Anybody concerned about cancer? It's an inflammatory disease, arthritis. It reduces inflammation in the body. It boosts immune system function. Anybody concerned about getting colds, viruses, bacteria, or whatever else we all get? Let's see if I can remember the third thing. And it regulates blood sugar. Anybody concerned about diabetes, hypoglycemia, and getting overextended when we haven't eaten enough sugar? So those are the 3 results of that study. They found that if you balance the rhythms in your body, it reduces inflammation, it boosts immune system function, and it helps to regulate blood sugar. I'm sold, so do that. Play with it. Again, it will feel uncomfortable at first, but after you've played with it a little while, your body will go, oh, thank you, thank you. So that's really good. I mean, that to me just sums all of this up. I'll try it. And there are no bad side effects. If you do it gently, and if you do it while you're sitting down or in a safe situation. So play with it. No toxic side effects. No dyes. You won't have to worry about what it's doing to the septic system, because the pills are undigested. There are no pills. It's something you're doing already. So play with it. To me, that's kind of the frosting on the cake. You not only feel better, but all these systems that we're not usually aware of get help that they need. So, isn't that cool? I was so excited when I read that.
The other aspect, which I've learned through other things in the last year, is that when you can do something yourself, you're not dependent. You alluded to it a half hour ago about you don't need to pay a massage therapist $60, but it's the same idea. If you can, whatever you can do for yourself at home, you don't have to make a doctor's appointment. You don't have to rely on a doctor. You do it yourself. That has so many positive benefits, and so often I think in this culture we're just so used to looking to someone else to heal us that that we overlook the power of the emotional benefit, not to mention the physical benefit of doing what you can for yourself.
Yeah, thank you. Absolutely, yes, what she said. So we've got, oh good, we've almost got 30 minutes left. So, through the nose, deep as you can, and slow as you can. Moving the lower rib cage. Even inhale to exhale ratio. Eliminate the pauses as much as you can. And then, let's see, what else have I got? Then, this is something we don't have to talk about. Actually, that yawn was really good. Just for the fun of it, fake a yawn. And if it doesn't work the first time, just keep doing that until you actually really yawn.